Okay, let's roll into our post-race for the Irwin Tools night race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Our third-place finisher, Jamie McMurray, he drives the number 1 Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats Chevrolet for Earnhardt Ganassi. Jamie, you battled up front just about the entire evening. You had a good race car. You put on a good show. Your thoughts about tonight's performance?
Yeah, we qualified well this weekend, and we had an issue on pit road with a lug nut and had to go to the tail end. But fortunately, it happened early enough in the race that we were able to recover from that. And you know, we had that long 130-lap run, and just had a really fast car throughout that. Was able to drive up to the lead. And then when we put our last set of tires on, it just the tires just felt flat in the front, and I couldn't get my car to roll through the center as quick as it had earlier in the night. And it wasn't way off, but it was off just enough that you know, I couldn't compete with the 18 there.
Questions now for Jamie. Let's start here with Mark. Go ahead.
Mark Allman, NASCAR.com. Jamie, the first pit stop, I think you rolled through the box too, right? As well
about
as the
4 boxes I rolled through, it looked like, yeah.
What's going through your mind when you have 2 pit miscues like that, and especially when you know you've got a really good car? Did you just have to sort of settle down and go?
Well, this is a pit road that you can gain a lot of spots on by really pushing the limits. We were fortunate with the way the timing lines were that you could cheat it, and I don't know, my pit stall was just a lot slicker than what I expected, and you know, it only cost us like 3 or 4 spots, I think, the first time. You know, the lug nut cost us quite a bit, but you know, when you have a fast car, and certainly this racetrack is very raceable. If you have a good car, you can pass on it. And it really wasn't that big a deal. You know, I went to the back and we passed about 10 cars the first set of tires. We passed like 10 cars the next set of tires, and then we had that long run and drove to the lead. So, you know, I think when you know you have a good car, what you worry about for me is just getting caught up in someone else's mess there. You know, someone blowing a tire while you're on the outside of them or something. But it really wasn't that big a deal.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, Jamie, David Newton, ESPN.com. Obviously, it's tough to win in this series. Kyle did it 3 times in the week and did all 3. What do you think of an accomplishment like that?
I mean, that's pretty remarkable what he's been able to do this weekend, especially with owning his own truck team. I know that's been fairly stressful for him, and obviously the nationwide, I don't know, it's amazing that how many races they can win in that car. But then to be able to come out tonight and win again, he obviously has a really good feel for this place, and he just had a really good weekend. You know, he's been close to doing that before, so that's really impressive what Kyle's been able to do.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, Jamie, another pit question. Actually, last pit stop, you had gotten the lead from Kyle at that point, and then you both pitted. Can you walk me through that? And you know, obviously he was able to get the lead from you, but it looked like you both had pretty good stops.
Yeah, I mean, he just had just a little bit. You know, we came in, and I was very self-conscious not to get caught speeding entering pit road. If you get, you know, a pass through here would just end your night. So I was a little bit cautious coming in, and Kyle was able to get beside me. And then, you know, I think he just had a half second or a second quicker pit stop, and was able to beat me out. And you know, it was amazing because he beat me out of the pits, and just that little bit was like 5 cars that got stuck in between us. And my car just didn't feel as good that last run, and I was having a hard time even passing the lap cars. So that really let him spread it out. And I think David actually short pitted. I didn't even know that he was leading the race. I thought I was in second actually. So. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's frustrating, but it's part of it. It's a team sport, and you know, me sliding through the pit boxes, they didn't get mad at me, so you can't get mad at them for anything like that.
Okay, let's hear from our second place finisher in tonight's Irwin Tools night race, David Reutimann. He drives the number 00 Aaron's Dream Machine Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. David, certainly a gutsy performance out there this weekend, and especially tonight for you. I know you're feeling a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, I'm okay now. I mean, we had a good car, you know, and it's just a total team effort. We had a great Aaron's Dream machine, and Eric Almirola practiced the car first part of practice, and I was able to get in it, and you know, we just adjusted on it some, and so my team gets all the credit. I mean, we had a good race car, And we battled being loose at times through the center and loose on exit, and then we made the exit better and but hurt the center, and that's kind of ultimately what got us at the end. So it was a good race. I enjoyed racing the guys up front, Jamie and Kyle and those guys, and it's just I feel really, really good about the finish, but I'm not feeling so hot right now, so I'm ready to go to sleep at some point, maybe now.
Well, we'll open up a few questions here. Go ahead, Brett.
Brett McMillan from PRN. I'll let you go to sleep in a second, David. Jamie, you've moved into 13th in points. Do you dare to start thinking the possibility of a chase with 2 races to go?
No. I'll let Bono worry about it. He certainly is worried about it, and I remember the stress that goes along with that, and I'm really fortunate this year that we're able to win those 2 big races, because if we don't make the chase, it's not going to be devastating. So, yeah, it does. I mean, I want to make the chase, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, we drove as hard as we could tonight and finished 3rd, and I don't think we really gained any points. You know what I mean? It's just, but 2 races left, a lot can happen, and certainly Atlanta is one of those tracks that, man, you can really have a good car there, and you can really miss it and be 3 laps down. So just have to wait and see. It certainly is a better position to be in right now for us, because there's only one person that we have to pass. When you have 3 or 4 in between you, you have to hope all of them have something bad happen to them. So, but the 33 is running really well right now, and I kind of put him in the same category as us. They are running really well, but they've had a lot of DNFs. So, I mean, I think that team will perform fine, and we'll just have to wait and see how it works out.
If you have a question for David Reutimann, let us know. We'll take questions for David and then get him released. Let's take a couple questions from David. Let's go ahead, Jim.
Jim Ottershaw, Observer. David, kind of like just was asked with Jamie, what's your approach towards the rest of the season if you are the chase picture? Your performance the last few weeks has really picked up. Do you just try to keep building on that for the rest of the season?
That's all we can do. I mean, unfortunately, since we won Chicago, we haven't done a whole lot right. We've struggled and had some finishes that, we just certainly, not chase worthy. We have to run like we ran tonight all the time almost in order to even have a chance to get in. So, we're back a pretty good bit in the points, and I don't know if it's a realistic shot or not, but we're just going to keep on trying to run as good as we can. We don't have anything to lose. Just go out there and try to win races, and gamble on pit strategy and things like that. Just try to make things happen, because you're either in or you're not. So I'm proud of my guys, and as far as what we do the rest of the year, as far as pit strategy and things, those will be that'll be Rodney Childers' call. But we just go out there and race as hard as we can and get all we can while we can.
Let's go to the press box. If you have a question for David Reutimann, ask it. If not, we'll release David and move on.
This is Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers for David. Can you talk about your battle with Kyle, about that 10-lap segment, side by side? Seemed like a little bit of a game of cat and mouse, go high one lap, low another lap. And when he took the lead, it appeared that you wiggled off of 2. Was that from contact, or was that just you getting off the corner a little hot?
It's just me trying to stay ahead of him and getting back to the gas a little early. We got together, but we were just racing. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, that's part of the deal. If you race Kyle, you're going to get run into at some point. So, I mean, it's just kind of the way it is. So it's no big deal. We're just racing. Yeah, but when he got by me, I just got loose. I made a mistake, and he was getting faster, and we were getting tighter, and so I think we were just prolonging the inevitable. But I mean, you're out there leading a race, you got to do all you can, and he races clean, and we were just racing and got into us a little bit off of 2 over there, and hey, that's just part of the deal. So no big deal. I just made a mistake, got a little loose up off the corner, got to the gas too quick, got too aggressive, and and he was there to pounce on it, and the rest is history.
Other questions upstairs? Anybody else have a question for David?
No, that's the only one for David.
Okay. Anybody downstairs real quick? Are we good? David, we'll release you. Good performance out there. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll resume questions for Jamie McMurray. Any questions upstairs for Jamie McMurray?
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Jamie, can you talk a little bit about, it looked like you were blocked in, or, somebody was in your pits as you were trying to exit that last. Can you kind of describe what happened there? It looked like maybe Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, Kevin was just trying to get in his stall, and actually I forgot about that. I don't know if that cost us beating 18 out, but it certainly probably cost us a couple of car lengths. what are you going to do there? Bono did a really good job of screaming that the 29 was on the outside, and you just got to let that guy get in his stall.
Upstairs again. Go ahead.
Monty Dutton, Gaston Gazette. Jamie, in watching the race, it looked like the battle between Reutimann and Kyle Busch was, a long, fierce, kept everybody else behind it. Once he got cleared of him, was that a case of the difficulty in getting around Reutimann and allowed him to get a huge advantage, or did you just really not have the car that he did to get around Reutimann? It seemed like Reutimann was kind of holding up Kyle, but maybe not holding up the people beyond.
Yeah, my last set of tires just didn't have the grip, the front grip. They felt flat. Honestly, when I pulled out, I felt like the rims were actually hitting the racetrack. The tire was folding under so much. And I talked to Bono, and we didn't really have less air pressure in them. But when we made that green flag stop, it just that set of tires just didn't agree with me. We really needed another caution to put another set of tires on. Even when I got back in the back of the pack, I thought I maybe had the best car. I was amazed at not only how well it would turn, but the drive that I could have off the corner. And I had that all night, except for the last 100 laps. And that last set of tires just didn't have the speed. I really think if I could have cleared Reutimann, that I would have drove away from him. I just didn't have enough car to clear him on the bottom. It's hard.
That's it from the press box.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Back downstairs, anything else for Jamie McMurray? Jamie, thank you so much, and we'll see you.